Shocking! Olympic scouts are reportedly monitoring Alex Eala after her incredible Cincinnati run. And the Filipina sensation's dream of representing the Philippines in Los Angeles 2028 is suddenly closer than ever. A 21-year-old from the Philippines, who was ranked outside the top 100 just over a year ago, is now being watched by the world's biggest sporting event. Nobody expected it to end like this. From a career-high world number 18 ranking to a stunning Cincinnati debut, the Eala effect has caught the attention of Olympic scouts. And now the tennis world is asking, is Alex Eala about to make history on the biggest stage of them all? The whispers started during her breakthrough run at Wimbledon. They grew louder after her historic title in Washington. And now, after her dominant performance at the Cincinnati Open, the whispers have become a roar. Alex Eala is being monitored by Olympic scouts. For a 21-year-old from the Philippines, the dream of representing her country on the world's biggest sporting stage is suddenly closer than ever. It is also something that I look forward to. Hopefully in 2028, I can represent the country in LA. Los Angeles, Eala said during a press conference hosted by BPI and Globe. Those words, spoken when she was still ranked outside the top 50, now carry a weight that no one could have predicted. Eala's meteoric rise has been nothing short of staggering. Just 2 years ago, she was a teenager still finding her feet on the professional tour, ranked outside the top 100. She was struggling to qualify for Grand Slams, falling in the final round of U.S. Open qualifying to Elena Gabriela Ruse in 2024. That defeat had denied her a main draw appearance at a Grand Slam, a heartbreak that would motivate her for years to come. Today, Eala is world no. 18, the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history. She has won her first WTA Tour singles title at the Washington Open. She has reached the fourth round of Wimbledon, defeating defending champion Iga Swiatek along the way. And she now holds a 9-4 career record against top 10 opponents. The Olympic dream is no longer a distant hope. It's becoming a realistic goal. The Paris 2024 Olympics have already proven that Eala can compete with Olympic medalists. She has defeated all 3 Paris Olympic medalists: gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, silver medalist Donna Vekic, and bronze medalist Iga Swiatek. Those victories have sent a clear message to the tennis establishment. Alex Eala belongs on the biggest stages in the sport. Eala has also represented the Philippines at the Southeast Asian Games and the Asian Games, where she won multiple medals. She won gold at the SEA Games and captured a bronze medal in her Asian Games debut in 2023. She has also said she is keen on representing the Philippines at this year's Asian Games in Aichi, Nagoya. More than just the end goal of winning a Grand Slam title, I also dream of representing the country in one of the sport's grandest stages, the Olympics, Eala has said. Those words, spoken from the heart, have now become the rallying cry for a nation of 116 million people. And now, Olympic scouts are reportedly watching. The Olympic qualification process for tennis is based on individual WTA rankings during the 52-week qualifying window, with Eala currently sitting at no. 18 in the world and on an upward trajectory, she is well positioned to secure a spot at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. Her ranking is also high enough that she could potentially qualify for the 2026 Asian Games and the 2027 Southeast Asian Games. Every win from now on is only going to push her ranking higher as the season goes on. The Olympic dream is no longer a distant hope, it's becoming a reality. And the Eala effect is about to go global. The numbers tell a story of unprecedented rise, a story that Olympic scouts are paying close attention to. Because in tennis, rankings don't just determine seeding, they determine who gets to represent their country on the biggest stage of all. Just over a year ago, Alex Eala was ranked no. 73 in the world. At that time, the Olympics in Los Angeles seemed like a distant dream. It is also something that I look forward to. Hopefully 2028 I can represent the country in LA, Eala had said during a press conference in April 2025. She was dreaming of something that seemed possible but far from certain. Today, she is world number 18, the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history. The climb has been nothing short of staggering. Just 8 months ago, in March 2026, she had reached no. 29 after a strong start to the season that included a semifinal appearance at the ASB Classic in Auckland, quarterfinals at the Abu Dhabi Open and Dubai Tennis Championships, and a round of 16 finish at Indian Wells. She was already writing historic chapters for the Philippine tennis. But then came the North American hard-court swing that changed everything. First, her breakthrough WTA 500 title at the DC Open in Washington catapulted her into the top 20. Then, her dominant performance at the Cincinnati Open pushed her even higher, with players like Jasmine Paolini and Ekaterina Alexandrova having their points from last year's tournaments deducted. Eala's live ranking climbed to a career-high number 18. The Olympic qualification process is based on individual WTA rankings during the 52-week qualifying window. What does that mean for Eala? It means that with her current ranking, she is almost certainly going to secure a spot at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. The top 56 players in the WTA rankings are eligible for Olympic singles competition. Eala is comfortably within that range and climbing. This is especially significant because the Philippines has not had a strong tennis presence at the Olympics in decades. The last Filipino tennis Olympian was Manuel Tolentino, who competed at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, the same city that will host the 2028 Games. He lost in the first round to an American player. Eala is hoping to change that narrative entirely. The significance of her rise extends far beyond the numbers, from number 73 to number 18 in just over a year. From an aspiring young player on the fringes of the top 100 to one of the most dangerous players on the WTA Tour. From someone who was struggling to qualify for Grand Slams to someone who beats Grand Slam champions for sport. And now, Olympic scouts are watching. Eala has been open about her Olympic dreams. "I think the Olympics is such a big event. It's definitely one of my goals to represent the country there," she has said. She has also expressed admiration for fellow Filipino Olympians like Carlos Yulo, who inspired the nation with his performance. The rankings have made her dream a reality, and the Olympic scouts are taking notice. The moment Alex Eala stepped onto Court 3 at the Lindner Family Tennis Center, she wasn't just playing another tennis match. She was hunting a ghost, and she was about to send a message that Olympic scouts simply couldn't ignore. The revenge against Elena Gabriela Ruse was swift, brutal, and absolutely clinical. 2 years ago, in the final qualifying round of the 2024 U.S. Open, Ruse had denied Eala a main draw appearance at a Grand Slam. The Romanian rallied for a 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 victory that left the then-teenager heartbroken. It was the third time that year that a teenage Eala had fallen in the final round of Grand Slam qualifying. This time, the result was entirely different. Eala, seeded 17th in the Cincinnati Open and ranked number 20 in the world, dominated Ruse from the very first point. After dropping her serve in the opening game, she quickly dispelled any notion that the Romanian posed a serious threat. She broke Ruse 3 times to seize control of the first set, firing 9 winners against Ruse's 7 while forcing her opponent into 11 errors. The first set ended 6-1 in just 34 minutes. Eala maintained her level in the second set, breaking Ruse twice to build a 3-0 advantage. Ruse called for a medical timeout to have her right foot strapped up. Then play was suspended due to lightning strikes around the venue. When players were cleared to return, Ruse informed officials she could no longer continue. The victory was Eala's first at the Cincinnati Open and her 8th win in 9 matches. She won 71% of the points played on Ruse's first serve and 78% on the Romanian's second delivery. The Filipina had put on a merciless display of dominance that left no doubt about who was the better player. The victory was significant for more than just the revenge. It was Eala's 3rd stop in the North American hardcourt swings after a round of 16 run in Toronto and a breakthrough WTA 500 title run in Washington, where she clinched her first tour-level crown. It evened out their head-to-head to 1-1 after Eala initially lost to Ruse in their first meeting in 2024. The win also pushed Eala to a career-high ranking of World No. 18, moving up 2 places from her previous high of number 20. The Filipina now has only 125 ranking points to protect till the end of the season, meaning every win from now on will push her ranking higher. "I think I played really well. I found my groove early and I was able to hold that until the end of the match. I'm really happy with my debut," Eala said after the match. Of course, nobody likes to finish a match with a retirement. First and foremost, I just want to wish Gabriela Ruse a speedy recovery. Injuries aren't fun, so I hope she recovers soon. The victory also made a powerful statement to Olympic scouts. Eala has now beaten opponents from across the globe, adapting to different playing styles and conditions. The Romanian victory showcased her ability to dominate with aggressive baseline play, her resilience in finishing matches, and her composure under pressure. Exactly the qualities Olympic scouts are looking for. With her career-high world number 18 ranking and a 9-4 record against top 10 opponents, Eala is not just a rising star, she's a legitimate contender on the biggest stages in tennis. The Olympic scouts who are reportedly monitoring her have seen exactly what they needed to see: a player who belongs among the world's elite. The Cincinnati statement was just the beginning. The Olympic dream is now closer than ever. The whispers have become a roar. Olympic scouts are reportedly monitoring Alex Eala after her incredible Cincinnati run. But what exactly are they looking for? And why does a 21-year-old from the Philippines fit the profile of a future Olympian? The answer lies in a combination of factors that make Eala uniquely qualified to represent her country on the world's biggest sporting stage. First, the rankings simply don't lie. Eala currently sits at a career-high world number 18, moving up 2 places from her previous high of number 20 after her dominant Cincinnati victory over Elena Gabriela Ruse. She holds a 9-4 record against top 10 opponents, including 5 straight wins. With only 125 ranking points to protect till the end of the season, every win from now on will push her ranking higher. The Olympic qualification process for tennis is based on individual WTA rankings during the 52-week qualifying window. The top 56 players in the world are eligible for Olympic singles competition. Eala is comfortably within that range and climbing. But rankings alone don't tell the full story. Olympic scouts aren't just looking at numbers. They're looking at something far more important: a player's mentality, resilience, and ability to perform under pressure. They're looking for athletes who can handle the weight of representing their country on the biggest stage of all. Eala has already proven she can handle that weight. She has donned the country's colors at the Southeast Asian Games and the Asian Games, where she won multiple medals. She won gold at the SEA Games and captured a bronze medal in her Asian Games debut in 2023. She has also expressed her desire to represent the Philippines at the Asian Games in Aichi, Nagoya. The American hardcourt swing has been a revelation. Eala arrived in Cincinnati fresh after almost a week of rest, following a round of 16 finish at the WTA 1000 National Bank Open in Toronto. She had already captured her first WTA Tour singles title at the Washington Open, defeating world number 3 Jessica Pegula in the final. Her 6-1 3-0 victory over Ruse at Cincinnati was her 8th win in 9 matches. She won 71% of the points played on Ruse's first serve, and an even more impressive 78% against second serves. Olympic scouts are looking for players who can win against elite competition on the biggest stages. Eala has proven she can do exactly that. She has already beaten 3 Paris 2024 Olympic medalists: gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, silver medalist Donna Vekic, and bronze medalist Iga Swiatek. Her 9-4 record against top 10 opponents speaks for itself. The Eala effect extends far beyond the numbers. Scouts are also looking at the intangible qualities that make Eala unique: her mental toughness, her composure under pressure, her ability to thrive in front of packed stadiums where the crowd is overwhelmingly in her favor, her resilience in bouncing back from defeats and coming back stronger. The Filipina has already proven she can handle the pressure of playing in front of massive, passionate crowds. In Washington, tickets sold out every night she played. In Toronto, organizers were forced to move her to center court because the 2,800-seat grandstand was too small to accommodate her fans. In Cincinnati, the stadium was packed with Filipino fans waving flags and chanting her name. Olympic scouts have also noticed something else. Eala is still improving. With very few points to defend for the remainder of the season, every win from now on will only push her ranking higher. A top 10 ranking by the end of the year is now a distant possibility, and a few more strong results could even see her gatecrash the WTA finals party. But for Eala, the Olympics aren't just about personal achievement. It is also something that I look forward to. Hopefully in 2028, I can represent the country in LA, she said during an online press conference hosted by BPI and Globe. Those words, spoken from the heart, have now become the rallying cry for a nation of 116 million people. The Philippines has not had a strong tennis presence at the Olympics in decades. Last Filipino tennis Olympian was Manuel Tolentino, who competed at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, the same city that will host the 2028 Games. He lost in the first round. Eala is hoping to change that narrative entirely. The Olympic scouts watching her now see exactly what they need to see. A player with the rankings, the results, the mentality, the resilience, and the dream. And so we arrive at the question that the tennis world is asking itself after Olympic scouts reportedly began monitoring Alex Eala following her incredible Cincinnati run. What does the Filipina sensation need to do to secure her spot at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics? And how close is she to achieving that dream? The answer is closer than anyone could have predicted just a year ago. Eala has been open about her Olympic aspirations for some time. More than just the end goal of winning a Grand Slam title, the Filipina tennis sensation also dreams of representing the country in one of the sport's grandest stages, the Olympics. It is also something that I look forward to. Hopefully in 2028, I can represent the country in LA, Eala said during an online press conference in April 2025, when she was still ranked outside the top 50. At the time, that dream seemed aspirational but distant. Today, it's becoming a reality. The Olympic qualification process for tennis is based on individual WTA rankings during the 52-week qualifying window. With Eala currently sitting at World No. 18 and holding a 9-4 record against top 10 opponents, she is comfortably within the top 56 players who qualify for Olympic singles competition. Every win from now on will only push her ranking higher as the season goes on. Eala has already proven she can compete with and defeat Olympic medalists. She has now defeated all 3 medalists in the women's singles event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. She defeated China's Qinwen Zheng, the reigning Olympic gold medalist, in the first round of the Mubadala DC Open in Washington. She has beaten bronze medalist Iga Swiatek twice in 3 meetings, including her stunning Wimbledon victory over the defending champion. She also owns victories over Croatia's Donna Vekic, the Olympic silver medalist, in the first round of the ASB Classic and the Berlin Open. These victories have sent a clear message to the tennis establishment. Alex Eala belongs on the biggest stages in the sport, and Olympic scouts have taken notice. Eala has also represented the Philippines at the Southeast Asian Games and the Asian Games, where she won multiple medals. She won gold at the SEA Games in December 2025, becoming the first Filipina singles player to win a Southeast Asian Games gold medal in 26. She also captured a bronze medal in her Asian Games debut in 2023. She has also said she is keen on representing the Philippines at this year's Asian Games in Aichi, Nagoya. The road to Los Angeles is now clearer than ever. Eala's career-high World No. 18 ranking, her 9-4 record against top 10 opponents, and her victories over all 3 Paris Olympic medalists have made her a legitimate contender for Olympic selection. With very few points to defend for the remainder of the season, a few more strong results could even see her gatecrash the WTA Finals party. A top 10 ranking by the end of the year is now a distant possibility, and every win from now on will only push her ranking higher as the season goes on. The Philippines has not had a strong tennis presence at the Olympics in decades. The last Filipino tennis Olympian was Manuel Tolentino, who competed at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, the same city that will host the 2028 Games. He lost in the first round. Eala is hoping to change that narrative entirely. She has already made history as the first Filipino tennis player to win a Grand Slam match. She has broken into the world's top 20. She has won a WTA Tour title. Now, the Olympics are the next frontier. The Olympic scouts who are reportedly monitoring Eala see exactly what they need to see. A player with the rankings, the results, the mentality, the resilience, and the dream. The whispers that started during her breakthrough run at Wimbledon have grown louder after her dominant performance at the Cincinnati Open. The Olympic dream is no longer a distant hope. It's becoming a reality, and the Eala effect is about to go global. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Alex Eala's Olympic dream and what her Cincinnati run means for her future, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more sports drama and controversy. Drop a comment below. Do you think Alex Eala will represent the Philippines at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics? Let us know.